So today let us start with your fresh topic. Write down securities, and we have even called your the moment you come across this word security. Leave this IT aside for some time. Leave this SAP aside from some time. Just think about what is this security. The word security means what? If anyone says what is the word security, people say security is protection. Protection
Authorization.
against. No. I'm telling you, leave SAP. Leave SAP, leave IT and everything, and then answer me. So, think when you have created your own user, what kind of access you have granted to yourself. Now, suppose if I want to look at my user is this. What access I have to for this user? So let me see that. I have what? SAP underscore all. So now, what do you call this? Profiles. How many times you have come across a word profile, guys? 3 times up till now. So, what is a transaction to create this profile, guys? This profile is associated with access of access of data. So, what's a transaction to create a user?
One
And this
zero one
transaction is I should not
profiles.
assign SAP underscore all and SAP underscore new. Okay, but can't I create any other profile? To create any other profile or to look into the profile, I have a transaction SU02. This SU02 I'm hitting in R3 system. SU02 I'm hitting in ECC system. SU02 I'm hitting in. What do you think? Same transaction would work in, in all the systems? That's a beauty. SU02, 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 everywhere. Good. Now, the moment I logged into SU02 in R3 system, it is telling you something here. Please restrict the profile work area. What is this? Restrict. Please he has removed in S4HANA. No more saying pleases in S4HANA. So restrict. What do you mean by this restrict profile work area? What do you mean by it means? Let us look into this important note. What does it note says? Use in now what is the screen? Profile initial screen. It is telling you what? Do not use this transaction any longer for profile and user administration. Use profile generator instead. What is this? And the moment I selected, a small pop-up has come. What is that? The moment I hit on this profile generator, it is taking me where? So that means the old name of role is the pop-up. What is the pop-up? Activity group. So SAP is telling don't use the concept of profile anymore. Instead, use a profile generator where it has taken me to roles and the old name of a role is activity group. So SAP is telling me don't use a concept of profile hereafter. Use the concept of, you can ask me why, sir? Why? Answer for that for today is SAP has created this concept of profile way back with the system. But what is that you have in this profile? Profile has certain limitations. Profile can grant an access to a user, but profile doesn't have ability to restrict the access to an activity level. Right now, suppose you want to give an access to any user to a transaction SU01. With the help of a profile, we can create that profile and give him the access. But in SU01, if someone says that after logging on to SU01, the user should not be able to create or change a user. He should be able to only display the user. So that access is, that limitation is not there. That feature of limiting access to inside the transaction is not there in profile. So SAP has enhanced the concept of profile and SAP has built the concept of role. Hereafter, if we have to do any job of giving the access, how we are going to do that? We are going to do that only with the help of roles. So no more profiles for us, only roles. But if you want to create anything in SAP system, make sure that you create it, or make sure that you first go to a transaction SU02 and then come into role maintenance. Now you can ask me, sir, do you have a direct transaction for this role maintenance? Yes, we have. But we are supposed to go with SU02 and then come to profile generator for a reason, because you should never forget, today I'm working with role, but the concept of this role is from the concept of profile. For that reason, I'm going into profile and then coming into a role. So what are we here for, guys? Now we are here for creating the roles. Today we are going to just learn the navigation of creating a role. And hereafter, every assignment what you do, guys, you see that how many assignments are here altogether? How many? 12 assignments are there. And then last 13th assignment is, so if I take one class, one day as well, it will take 14 days now. You understood? That means 2 weeks are invested there. More than 2 weeks are invested. So take down the first assignment and then I will be showing you how to work on it. Write down, create single role. Create, let us make it in this way. Create one single role. Create one single role with each below listed, with each below listed, with each below listed transaction. Create a single role with what, guys? Each below listed transaction. Each below listed transaction. So that means to create a role, we need a transaction. So who is going to give this transaction in real time? The person who is going to create a role is going to give the transaction. But here, who is going to help you with the transactions? Guys, from the day one we started using the transactions, how many transactions we have used are listed here. What is the first transaction, guys? SICK SM28. Next one, write down all these transactions. SU10 next, SUGR next, EWZ5 next, SEC4, SEC5, SEC3, SECL, SA38, SM50 next, SM37 next, DB02 next, SE11, SE14, SE16. Altogether, how many transactions we have? So up till now, you might have used this 16 transactions, Amma. And I want you to create one role with one transactions. Total 16 roles you are supposed to create, right? So we are going to teach you what is the navigation to create this role. That's the first thing. And after you writing the 16 transactions, guys, now you can still improvise it. You can still improvise it. How you're going to improvise the transaction? Write down. Note. Add two more transaction in each role created. What are the additional transactions you have, guys? SU53 and SUIM. And assign one role to one or more users. Assign one role to one or more users. So from where you're going to get the users, guys? You need to create users as well. Everyone got it? Shall we? What you guys are going to learn now? How to create a role and assign the role to a user. So for this, we have to still think, what is that? Sir, we are creating something new in SAP system, and we should give a name to it. We should give a name to it. And in real time, what should be the role name and what transaction should be given and all very clearly given in Excel. We are going to just create it. But in our case, guys, we don't have names. So if suppose if I want to enter this transaction in a role, suppose I will do what? I'm going to execute this transaction. And when I execute this transaction, a transaction has a description. What is the description, Amma? So I will use that description as a role name. That's one thing. Secondly, in SAP, what SAP has done, guys, SAP has reserved all the alphabets from A to X for themselves. So that means in any SAP system, if you look at a program, if you look at a transaction, or if you look at a table, If you see that program, table, transaction, role, profile, if you see any of this, if it is starting with any letter between A to X, if it's starting with any letter between A to X, that is SAP standard only. SAP said like when you are working on my system, I give you a liberty of using only two letters, two alphabets rather. One alphabet is Z, another alphabet is Y. So now, whatever you need to create in the system of your own, start it with Y or Z. It's your choice that whether you want to start with Y or Z. So I will start the role what we create. The name of the role is also very important, Amma, because I'm creating this role today. This role would be forever in the system. And the moment anyone see the role name, they should understand that this role consists of this. So I'm starting with Y, and you should not have any gaps between the role names. So to fill the gap, what I'm keeping, a colon, and then the company name for which we are creating the role. And if I give VIT as version IT, everyone give VIT. No one will understand who has created what. So for that reason, let us rename it. I will rename it on my name. So RSD. You can also give your name three letters, only three. Don't make it much more bigger. And then these all transactions what you are working with, these transaction belong to which module, Amma? Basis module. So basis module, in the sense the role even should say it consists of basis component. So this role is for whom? Basis guys. So BC means basis component. And then the role name, what is the name here? Maintenance guys. Whatever I'm showing is a best practice now. Maintenance. Is that clear? Can this be a role name? So today you are creating it, guys, and you will be also part of that team and main and meeting wherein these people are deciding what should be the role name. You can also advise them. This is a best practice followed in the world. And anyone see this role, they are going to understand that this is user created. This we have created it. It consists of basis related transaction, that is user maintenance. So every role what we create, let us give it in that way only. So who will help you with this role name in the real time? The person who is asking you to create a role. But here we are doing much advanced job than whatever we do in the real time. So what we are going to do, create a role. See how simple it is. Today we are understanding the navigation, and what's that is asking you? Description. I can give the description as this one, removing this, and you can see the length of the description can be any up till here, but the length of a role is limited. Now, what is that is asking you? First, description. That means who has asked you to create this role? Who will ask you to create this role, guys? Obviously, manager. Or else, in sometimes you can have a ticket also for this. So the manager name, my manager name is, what is my manager name? Bob. This fellow has made me to do lot many roles in my lifetime, so I remember his name also. So similar way you have to keep my name in place of Bob. I'm making you do a lot of roles, right? And when I save it, you see that who is creating this role would come here. It should be your name, and I should not see any SAP star and DDIC here. After this Bob, my name, because I am creating this. On what date you have created this role, guys? I'm telling you this particular thing slowly for a reason, because whenever you do such type of work in the real time and anyone see your work, they have to understand that this work is done by some experienced person who has sense of what it is doing. What did I say? Created single role with, or created a single role for what T codes, guys? You're planning to insert what transactions here? SU53. And then what's a new transaction, guys? SU. And now it is better that typing it again and again. Why we have to type it? We can keep it in a notepad as well, because you need to create 16 roles, right? So you need to write down 16 times here, changing the transaction. So this is the best practice. Description is done. Then I'm going to go save. Who has last change is also given. Here I should not see SAP star at all or DDIC at all. Here your name should appear. Next, how many things are in red, Amma? Menu is in red. So let me go to menu and take up transactions. So what transactions we are supposed to insert here? Whatever we have given in the description, SU 53 and then SU IM. And every transaction what we have given, did you created this transaction someone? How did they come? They are a default in SAP system. Now, if you give anything of your choice like this and hit enter, what system says? Because these transactions should be there in the system. So for doing one job, SAP has already created one transaction. How do you know that this is SAP's created? Because this is starting with S falls between A to X. If you see a transaction falling between A to X, then we are going to understand who created it. It is a standard. And sir, can we create a transaction? We can also, but there is no need you to think about you creating a transaction now. We are going to use whatever standards. Then what we are going to do? See the navigation, guys. Today you are learning only navigation. It has become what? How it was before. And again, what you are supposed to do? Every role is an enhancement of profile. So can I keep the role name and profile name same? So that means the role name is limited. Can I keep anything of my choice? Yes, you can, but why you bother about it? So let us ask system itself to propose a profile name. When you hit system itself is proposing a profile name. That's good. Now save. And after that, that's the only tab which is left out, change authorization data. And when you do this change authorization data, the final screen is going to come in front of you. See what this final screen is going to tell us. So what is telling you guys? It is showing you what is this module. Cross application means what, guys? It's ABAP. What is next? What next? What next? So that means whatever the transactions you have inserted, those transactions some or other way belong to this mini module. Do you see any SD or MM here? Why SD or MM is not coming here? Because SU01, SU53, SUM doesn't involve with. You're saying human resource, right? Human resource means users only, right? SU01 users is pulling human resource. But here what you're saying, guys, ultimately, can you see this? Certain things are in green, certain things are in, is this red or yellow? Yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What is that? The reason behind why they are yellow is if you open them and see, certain fields do not have values. That's the reason they are in yellow. So what you are supposed to do today, don't think much. Select on the topmost yellow here. And what it says when you select on that. So what is that you're doing here? Star. You're saying small star here. What does star means? Today you just do this. Wherever the fields are missing, you're getting star here everywhere. Right? What do you mean by star? Star means in one sense full access. So everything is in green, no open fields, then generate the role. This is what to generate the role. So the moment you generate the role is ready now. Is the role ready? Profile, then go back. So menu is in, authorization is next. To whom we have to assign? So we need to create the user. Shall I? What user you want me to create, sir? So test whatever the transaction I'm keeping. There should be some name. That's it. Test SU01 I have created. Okay. And then 123, 123, and then save. Now see this, see the beauty. I can either assign the user to the role here. The moment I give it enter from today till ever. Now go into the user account and see whether that role is here or not. Is role here? No. Why the role has not come, sir? For here also it is yellow, here it is in red. That's the reason role has not come here. You assign a role to a user, but you did not updated it. What is this button? User compare, and then complete compare. When you do this, then it will get updated. Everything will become green now. Green, 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 green. Now let me go and check. What are you seeing here? Is that role assigned? And then to that role, what is a profile got created, Amma? At the end, what you are saying? 80023. Are you seeing that profile 80023 here? Now, after you assigning this role, will you assign SAP all SAP new again? Why you are creating a role? Because we should not give SAP all and SAP new. After giving the role, you are going to assign SAP all SAP new. What's the fun? One side you are starving it, one side you are keeping a biryani. What will happen? You'll eat full. But this user should be able to do only that thing which is assigned to him. So now let this user log into system. When the user logs into system, what he can do, Amma? See what he can do. What he can do, guys. So you see that you don't have descriptions. You have only descriptions here. You're not seeing transactions here. Give a right click here and say settings. And here you have check this. When you check this, you can see the transaction as well. He can access SU01. He can access SU53. He can access SUIM. Apart from these three transactions, if this test user fellow want to hit SU10, can he hit him? What system should say to him? You're not authorized to use SU10. So what you're doing with the help of role, Amma? What you're doing with the help of a role? We are doing two things. One side, we are granting the access. Second side, whatever the access is not granted, everything is restricted. Role definition ఏ అదనుకున్నాం కదా. Yes or no? అర్థమైందా
Yes.
లేదమ్మా? So now, shall I quickly create the roles in other systems as well? What we have here. Let me do it for you. So this system is your ECC. Do you think like it's the same procedure? I'll take one more transaction to create a role. Which one? Why SEC4 is taken now? I need to know what I have to keep the name. What is that? So how do I start the role name? Z or Y colon RSD underscore DC and then DISPLAYVIEW. Next, display view client. That's what the name says, right? Display view clients. Fair. Now help me, navigate me to create a role. Amma. Navigate me. Single role.
It's
And then I'm removing the underscores to make it pleasant. It should be pleasant in such a way that anyone see your work, they have to understand this is done by some senior consultant, not altu faltu consultant, right? So you should be giving it in that way. Then I'm going to use the description. So in place of Bob, whose name you guys are going to write? You're going to write my name. Why? Because I'm your manager. So created a role for what? Display view clients. So I'm going to remove this user and I'm going to keep display view clients. But what is this transaction? SCC4. So write it in uppercase only. That looks little pleasant, but uppercase means you're shouting, but still okay. It's safe. Next, transactions. What is that? SEC4, SUIM, and SU53. Done, and then assign. And then so see this, guys, it won't take big time at all. Then save. And now last time, whatever the modules or department has come, let us see how many departments we are going to have now. How many? What is the first one? What is this class cross application authorization object? This is ABAP for you, programming. And these are, why are you not seeing HR here? Because client is not related to users or HR module, right? So, and what you're seeing here, why 10 open files means what? Fields, not files. 10 open fields means what? 10 fields do not have values. What are you going to do? You're going to hit on topmost yellow. And when you hit on topmost yellow, what are you seeing here? Everything is maintained. We are going to speak about this language later. And once the role is generated, what you guys are going to do? Assign it to user. So should I create a new user here? Yes, you 01. So my format is to give test some user with this name. So whatever comes in your mind, you give at least one user to be assigned to one role. Sir, can I assign more users? Ask me, guys. Can one role be assigned to multiple users? Answer me. Can't you have two persons or multiple persons in the company with the same designation? If you have same designation, you're going to access same things, right? Then after this, and then tell me how much time it took me to create this role. I can also see the time here, right? You started it and you completed it, done. Same way, any difference in ECC 6? Procedure same. Next, S for HANA. Sir, I'm seeing a target system. Whatever additional tabs you see, ignore them. Don't bother about them. And SM50, SUIM, and SU53. Then assign. Application has come here. Don't bother about it. Go next. Propose a profile name, save. And then change authorizations. Oh, so guys, whenever you load a new system, you have to activate certain things where our lab faculties have not done it. So let me do it for you. What they are supposed to do, guys? Yes, you. So your lab faculties were supposed to do this. If not, what happens? If not, all the authorizations will won't be loaded. So when you go to this profile generator, what you're seeing here, ye dekho beta, what you're supposed to do next time. Profile generator, step one. Initially fill the custom table. They have to do this. In R3 and ECC, not required, but new systems. What is that? Select respective SAP standard application. Complete reset of no. What's happening? It may take a while, but still let me complete it. If not, you don't get anything. Now, the moment I continue it, you won't be getting any authorizations and all. Just you'll see only one cross application. No other module will be coming if you don't do this. One time, as a post installation work, lab faculty has to complete it. Check in version 23 system whether it's done or not. If it is not done, then do it. What's happening here, guys? Loading default values for, wait a second, let it get processed. Anyhow, it is going to take process time. Let this get processed. Should I go and do it, guys? If I do it, what is going to happen? This role will not get everything. Anyhow, it's getting processed. Now let me go and do continue. But this role will not get everything. Next time roles, everything will come. I'll show you the difference as well. You see that it has given only one module. No other modules are here. Why not pulled? What you are supposed to do? Because everything is in green. If they are not in green, you have to hit on this status, maintain everything. So you are not getting any module here. Only cross application has come. This is the reason. Once this is done, you will get all the other modules also which are required, which are there with that transaction. What has happened? Profile updated. You can go back and then assign it to the, but this role will not have all the modules. Okay, then you can assign it to the user. Fair enough. So everyone will complete this. You have to wait. It is only 5% means it's going to take too long. Are you getting it? So everyone in the class will be able to complete this. How many roles you are supposed to create and come back to me tomorrow? 16 roles you are supposed to create. Don't you think like is the easiest way of creating a process or creating a role in the system? Choose your system, guys. Whether you're working in R3, you check version 23. Right, see that you give the people a system wherein you have everything. One day, one class we are going to complete, and totally how many roles you should be creating by the time you complete the security? nearly 200 rows. At that time, you'll understand everything. Today, you're just doing how many? You come back to me. You'll understand the differences. If you want, I'll log into that BW system also and show you things. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Chalo, guys. Thanks for your time. Let us catch up tomorrow.